Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Animal Farm continuation. Well, due to popular demand, oops, this is really hot, sorry. The microphone's real hot. We are going to move the farm over to Sandy Bay. So tonight's gonna be a setup night. We're gonna kind of go through and move equipment over, and one of the things that I'll be instating on this version of Animal Farm is that we're going to be doing the soil mod, which kind of frightens me a little bit because it really slows farming down. So it makes it a lot harder to earn money. So I'm going to be, I don't know if I'm going to play on normal mode or if I'm going to play on hard. I got to think about it, but I think we'll probably play on hard. But we're going to recoup our costs from the other farm, and during this episode tonight, we're gonna just basically outfit the farm, and then we'll get started tomorrow. We'll continue this as a continuation of the series, but I just want to get that. Sorry, Ryan was wanting to talk to me there. So let's go ahead and get started here. Tonight we're going to be doing the asset setup. Gosh, this is where it's gonna. I think we're gonna do hard. We're just gonna go for it. Sandy Bay, and we're gonna go in here, and this is kind of when I did my hang on, I want to add all my mods. Select all, except for these. Seth may join me later, so I'm setting up what mods that we're going to need and what we aren't going to need. Should probably keep, he has this. He doesn't have IT Runner or Gold. He definitely has these. I need to buy more mods. I've been having an issue lately where I can't connect to the server. Let's see what happens. Oh, it worked. Yay! It's weird. Some nights I can't connect, so I'm going to call Soup and see if he wants to, or Evelyn, see if she wants to come join. I think Soup is playing a game with his mom, so they're playing old ColecoVision games. So I'll talk to Evelyn, but she's supposed to be in her room too, so we'll see how that goes. Well, Evelyn is not done cleaning, so she's not going to be able to play for a little while. We'll see what happens. Anyway, here we are on Sandy Bay. As you can see, it's an absolutely beautiful map. Love the jumbo jet going in. However, the jumbo jet goes back out again, and that's a little unrealistic. Airplanes don't take off and land opposite directions. Especially in England, where the wind is prevailing. They have pretty heavy winds, and they pretty much stay in one direction. So airplanes almost always land one direction, take off. And the speed, too, he's flying right now, that is not takeoff speed. That is definitely landing speed. So that's my gear coming down, and I'm slowing down for a landing. There's two farms here at Sandy Bay. I'm gonna call it Sandy Ridge. I know it. Sorry. And there's the main farm here, and then there's also the secondary farm. Yeah, real technical there. Where the animals are. So we're gonna have to buy back all of our cows. So I'm probably gonna do something where I give myself like $1 million, and then we're gonna sell all this equipment, and we're gonna switch over to new equipment. Though I might keep this tractor. We're going to grab pretty much from everything here and use what we have now with the new DLCs that are out. The harvester probably will stay because this is the right size harvester for this map. It takes a long time to harvest with it, but we have this baler. So I'm going to kind of imitate what we had at the other farm. We had a lot of equipment, including a forage harvester and all that stuff. The foraging is going to take place on the other farm map. So this is this is the main farm. But we are going to probably have half the equipment over at the other farm, too. So let's go ahead. We're going to start with our Scorched Earth policy that I've showed you before. We're going to go in here, and we're going to sell pretty much everything. We don't need this Hurleyman. We are going to keep the Agro Star. We're going to keep the Harvester. We'll keep the header trailer. No, we're not, because we're going to get the mod trailer that locks. We're going to keep the Agro Liner. Getting rid of the Crockerling. Getting rid of the plow. Unfortunately, you never use plows in this game. Though, you know, with the soil mod, I'm going to need a bigger plow. So, the seeder, nope. We're going to get back everything that we had. We had the mowers. We're going to have the square baler. I am going to use a bale pickup trailer because it's just, doing it by hand, this is going to be a nightmare on this map. I've done it before like that. It took forever. And that. So, it doesn't really do us any good, but I want to clear the map. So, I'm going to hop out for a minute and save the game, and then we'll hop right back in. Oh, and by the way, if you text me on Steam, unfortunately, one of the problems having Steam is they don't have like an away mode where it kind of hides you, but shows that you're online. It shows you what you're playing and what you're doing at all times. So, people a lot of times will text me while I'm recording. If I don't respond, it's not because I'm being rude, but I don't want to, it kind of interrupts the flow of what I'm doing if I have to keep saying, hey, hey, hey. So if you say, hey, Arthur, you're recording, and I don't respond, it's not because I'm like, oh, God, that person's bugging me. I don't think that at all. It's just that if I don't respond, it's because I am recording. And what I'm starting to do is I hate to do it, but I'm starting to put my game in offline mode when I record, just because I don't want you guys to be sad that I'm not responding or have your feelings hurt. But I also need to be able to focus or concentrate on what I'm doing. Oh, and by the way, I also wanted to point out, thanks to Jade Storm for bringing this up, the Homer DLC is due out, I think, in the first or second week of March. So we got a couple weeks, and then the Homer DLC is coming. So we will be able to add some cool new potato, or I think it's just sugar beets. So sugar beet harvesters to the game. I think it comes with 2 sugar beet harvesters. I wish they would give us some small options. They're just giving us those 2 big ones. I was hoping they would give us a little one, but they don't. All right, I'll be back. So now we have a redonkulous amount of money. Sorry, I'm stealing words from Quickie Baby. Oh, by the way, somebody was asking me on Sandy Bay where the sell point is for the hay. It's right here. So there's the main farm. Here's the potato barn, and there is, or sugar beets. Is that potatoes or sugar beets? I can't see them from here. That's sugar beets. Okay, so it's next to the sugar beet place. This is where you can sell grass and hay and stubble. Okay, so we have in our garage 1 tractor. That's our medium-sized tractor, right? So what's funny is this is going to have bigger tractors than the other map did. So we need to shop. I know we had 2 forage trays, so we're going to, our forage wagons. So we're going to pick this guy up. And then let's see, back to the tractors. We had a 250 horsepower Kirovitz, worth considerably less than this. But we're going to do this guy because we haven't ever done this tractor ever in any of my videos. And it's a pretty cool tractor. It's the same as the Lamborghini, really. They're made by the same company, but it has a little bit more horsepower than the Lambo. I think for our front loader, I was going to go with these, whoops, that's not what I want. Boop, boop. I was going to go with the, these Dutes mod tractors, but they're just, it's kind of, the color isn't right, and it gets to me after a while. I kind of get irritated that it's not the right colors. I'm too picky. They're great tractors, but they're not perfect, and so it bugs me. So we're going to add in, where is this? We're going to add a Steyr, or Steer, or however you pronounce it. I think it's probably pronounced Steer, as our front loader. Which one should I get? Orange or red? Orange or red? I'm going to start on this guy. You can't, if you, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, okay? So if you start eeny, meeny, miny, mo, it'll always end up on the one that you don't start on. So watch this. If I start on the red one, it's going to end up on the orange one. So eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. So it ends on the red. But we're going to add in, we're going to add in some steps here. So we're going to go eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. So we're going with the orange tractor. See how that works? I hope you found that entertaining. I did. Okay, and we're going to need, with that, we're going to need this. And we're definitely going to need, let's see, a bale fork. Okay, and we're going to need, what else did we have? We had silage forks, I think, right? Fork with grapple. We'll work on that in a minute. We're definitely going to need the bucket. Big bucket. And then we're also going to add our, we're going to go into the new old classics for the tractors, and we're going to add in a Dutz. See how fast we're going through our money? Whew. Okay. So we got an old tractor, and we've got, what we're going to use that for, I don't know, but something, probably pulling trailers and stuff. So what else do we need? This is going to take a little while. Harvesters. We are going to need, we need a forage harvester. Let's take a look at the pricing. So Our RSM was $229,000. That's actually fairly inexpensive compared to, let's say, the FR850. So I think we're going to go back, and I've used this guy before. I want to keep the money kind of the same as what we had on the other farm. So we're going to use the Krone Big X 580, save a little bit of money. It's not the best model ever, but it's pretty well done. And once again, the colors are a little bit off, I feel. It's not perfect, but... And we're going to get the headers for that. We had all 3 headers. We're going to need... This one only has this header because the corn is the most intensive. And then we also need our... Oh, we got to go back to regular. We also need our Easy Flow. The mower. For sure we need the mower. And the Easy Flow picker-upper. Okay. And we should also get the header trailer for that. Speaking of header trailers, that reminds me, we're going to need a header trailer for our... Whoops. Going to need our header trailer for our... this guy. Bye. Boom. Now, one of the nice things about the smaller tractor format is that... oh, we need a sewing machine. I'm going to go back to the regular ones. Dang it. I keep doing that. Sorry. We had a Vaderstat. So we don't need a cultivator either. I don't think. Are we going to need a cultivator? Yeah, because... No. Yeah. No. Maybe... We might need a windrower. We definitely need a windrower. We'll get to that. So let's with the soil mod, when you start having manure, you can use that manure to you can plow it in or you can cultivate it in. But at first we're probably just going to have to use spray because I don't think I have anything that's going to work with that. Let's see. We definitely are going to need this ugly thing to spread lime. And these are the only... Let's see what I have for sprayers. Does this do NPK? Yes, it does. So we're going to grab this as our sprayer. Since I don't have the JCB, we aren't going to use the Land Equips, but these also do... The Land Equip also does NPK. But I feel like this is probably... We can take the money that we lost on the harvester or on the forager for that. So what do we need still? We need definitely a baler. Need our big baler. Baling technology. Yep. Oh, there's no room. I can't purchase anymore. So hopefully we got everything. Let's go to the store. See what we got here. Did we get everything? What was the last thing that I ordered? I don't remember. Might be full up. Let's see, the header trailer. Shoot, so I'm missing something. What did I order? Oh, the other header. So we have to start with the other header. Crap, so it didn't order some of the stuff that I needed. This guy's going back to the main farm. See how fast we go through money? I had a lot of money invested in that other farm. You can see it here just by this, like how fast I run out of money. So, unfortunately, this store is pretty far away from our farm. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to just do the fast way here. It makes sense not to have to go through all the... We're going to reset some stuff. Let's take a look. This guy is not going anywhere. This guy is not going anywhere. Oh, but I need a big tractor for mowing at the sheep farm. Oh, but we're going to use the Krone to do that. So I don't really need a big tractor for that part. And I don't really need the mowers either because we're going to use the Krone to get chaff. I don't really need grass for anything else. So this guy is going to the farm. That is going to the farm. Whoa, wait. What just happened? Well, we'll see. I don't know what I just did. And we may need more tractors and stuff too. We'll see. But that's what I wanted to go to the farm. Okay, so that should help. Let's hop over there and clean those up. But This guy, along with all his stuff, and these guys are going up to our close farm. So, and you have to drive there because there's no shortcut to that one. So, we're going to take 2 of these headers up. Unfortunately, I have to come back down with this thing because. So we're going to grab this, pop it on. I wish they had a smaller mower header for this, but I suppose this probably can run the mower because it's got 500 some horsepower. I don't think the corn is really what takes all the horsepower. I'm going to drop that on there. And we're going to have to get 2 more trailers, so we need trailers for both farms. So we'll drive up and you can see the other farm. One of the things I love about this map, once again, it has the trains just like Mesijawis. My biggest problem with this map is that 43 miles an hour, that's too fast. Okay, I'll slow it down. My biggest problem with this map is that the roads get really, really narrow, and I always forget to drive on the left side of the road because it is England, so I get myself into trouble quite frequently, like going, oh, I'm on the wrong side. And here comes oncoming traffic. But, you know, I think I'm gonna leave for now. We don't, like I said, we don't really need a front loader at the, oh, we're gonna have to buy all the mixing stuff. Man, there's so much stuff we have to buy today. I might have to jump out again and give myself more money. We'll max out the loan too, though, because if I remember right, on Animal Farm the loan was maxed out. We also have to buy all the cows back. We should have food for them by tomorrow, so they won't starve to death, but we are going to have to get food. We're also going to have to get water. I have not found a source of fresh water that's free here yet, so I'm going to have to do that. That's another thing we're going to have to look for is a water source. There's got to be a lake or stream on this map somewhere that has free water, free wasa. But you can see how tight and narrow these roads are, and they get even tighter. This is actually a pretty major road on this map. So it gets worse. But I really like this map a lot. It's like I said, I'm learning the soil mod. The only thing I don't like the way that they make those plowed fields look. They're kind of that texture to me is not a cool texture, but I like the new texture because I'm picky. Somebody said I complain a lot. I don't think I'm complaining. I'm just saying. But maybe that is complaining. Ohioans, especially Clevelanders, are, and I told this to him too because he's like, you're always complaining about stuff. And I said, listen, it's a regional thing. We are known for our sarcasm here in northeastern Ohio, Cleveland especially. Clevelanders are you know, Mark said it's funny. He's like, you know, I'm kind of a celebrity on the base because everybody thinks I'm so funny. And I'm like, I'm just telling them things like the way they are. And they all think it's so funny and that I'm like totally being sarcastic. And he's like, they just, you know, that's how we are. We are, I don't know if it's the hard winters or just growing up in the area that causes that because everybody else is. So it's just kind of the norm. But what's up, Lel? Are you done playing with Mom already?
Girls took over.
Oh, they did? Well, do you want to join in? Mostly it's going to be delivering stuff to the farm. It's not going to be super exciting.
Is the online working?
It was earlier. I'd have to stop the game, and thanks for bumping my mic.
Sorry about that, people.
Seth is sorry. The one thing I don't like about this mod, and if you're a mod maker, remember this, I hate it when they put you in the cockpit to start with. I want to be outside the machine just to make sure I'm in the right machine. And mod makers, for some reason, love putting you in the cockpit, and it makes me nuts. There's a complaint right there. Yes, I did. Are you going to do it, Soup? You want to try it? I got 2 new messages. Uh-oh.
I'd rather play.
It's probably YouTube messages. Okay, do whatever you're going to do.
What? I'm gonna try.
Well, I don't have a server up right now.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can do it.
Yeah, it's funny. Sometimes I can connect and he can't. Sometimes he can connect. I think we tried it the day after the new DLC came out, so I think that part was part of the problem. I think it was like super busy online. I don't know really what these barns are for, aside from hopefully storage, I would think, right? Is this just like a storage barn? It looks like it to me. Yeah. What's on the ground? Nothing. Okay, so we'll pull this guy in here. What are you doing, Lil? Are you dancing? Yeah. Oh, I screwed up. I didn't turn soon enough. Can I make it? Nope. Whoa. Turn thy volume down. You should probably plug that speaker in too, because it's running on battery right now. Nope, I've wedged myself in now. This is... So are you having attitude about it, Lal? Is that the way to handle it? Just have attitude and walk off? No. They won't let you on? Are you? Did you try it? You didn't even try it.
I did.
It works?
Yeah,
Do you want to join or no? Okay.
but I play Farm Sim and it's fun.
Well, why is it not fun?
It's not fun sometimes.
'Cause it's not fun, yeah. All right, so let's go back down and pick up the other piece. Please don't... Oh, Seth. Close your eyes. There you go. I'm sorry, I'm typing in my code for my iPad. Seth is going to use the iPad and not play with us, so... Because he's mean. So you probably are wondering, like, why don't I do multiplayer when I'm doing these kind of farms? Well, the issue has been in the past, and it still remains because I haven't had time to do anything with the server, that I have to make a repository for you guys to get all of the mods that I use, because I've got a ton of mods that I'm using. I mean, there's literally like probably 150 mods. And it makes it really hard. And then what I find is whenever I try to play multiplayer with anybody, we just end up spending like 3 hours trying to get the mods to work together. And I don't have time for that kind of stuff. My choice is to either screw around and play or to get the videos made. And if I'm spending all my time trying to get something working, I'm not then playing. So I'm not recording, and I have to choose. I'm kind of like, if it doesn't just work, then I just move on to something else. So once again, I'm apologizing. I know I'm going kind of through my head and thinking of things that I do, and I feel bad because a lot of times people are like, hey, you want to play? And I'm like, no. Okay, can we record together? And I'm like, no, because it just takes too long. By the time we get everything set up and working, I have a hard enough time keeping, Seth's computer, which is sitting right next to me, working. It's like time we can't get all the mods to work, and we have to copy files, and we spend more time trying to get the thing to work than we do actually recording. And I have a very limited amount of time right now. I am very behind on many big projects, and I have customers that are angry with me, and I am trying my best to get everything done. I don't have time to play. I have to get the work done. That's the most important thing. So unfortunately, I feel like I have to kind of just kind of not do the multiplayer right now, and things like the server have been what I wanted to do this year for the server. I have not been able to do. I wanted to do live streaming, and I haven't even been able to investigate it. So it's very frustrating for everybody. I know it's frustrating for you guys. It's also frustrating for me. I have to. My primary life here is work. I've got 6 kids. I have to provide for them, and so video games until like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night. That's when I start. And when I have time to record, I have to record. I don't have time to play around and try to get... Oh, you know what? We need to grab some trailers. I don't have... Well, we can get them with those, though, I guess. I don't have time to try to get something working, that may not work, and to try to figure out why it's not working. I just don't. And I'm sorry. I feel bad about it, but I have a life, and I don't have time to goof around. When I have to record it, the rubber has to meet the road. So I hope you guys understand. I do feel bad about it. I'm not trying to marginalize it or be like, no, I really do feel bad about it. I wish it was a solution, an easy solution, and something that I could just be like, yeah, let's record, and it's not a big deal, but it takes so much effort to get it to work. So I do play multiplayer with people on World of Tanks. As you've seen, that Black Chicken always jumps in. I've had Mr. Mean jumps in very, very frequently, and so These are guys that I met on YouTube, and they're great guys, and they're good tankers, and so I try to do stuff there. But once again, if I'm already in, and you guys are like, hey, you want to play, and I don't respond, it's because I'm recording or I'm already in battle with Black Chicken or with Mr. Mean or with two people. And I also find, and you might see this not very frequently, I don't often platoon with two people along with myself, and the reason being is with World of Tanks, I don't want to say, oh wait, I was supposed to take this up with hang on, I'm supposed to take it up with the Forge Harvester. There's an issue with the matchmaking when you have two people that are good players, and then you match me in there that's an average player. Our matchmaking goes through the ceiling as far as difficulty. So instead of getting like regular measured games, there goes the Express. There's an Express and a Freight Train, which I thought was really cool. Instead of a measured matchmaking, we just get skunked. I mean, like literally, we get screwed, and we get put like on bottom tier every battle. Whenever I play with Mr. Mean and Black Chicken, if you don't believe me, watch our videos. You'll see that when I play with Black Chicken or Mr. Mean, everything's fine. But when we hook all three of us up, the MM goes bonkers, and we just start losing because we're always put at the bottom and we can't do anything. So because we're not that good. Some of those platoons are good. We have good stats, but we're just Black Chicken's a great player, but I'm just average. So anyway, enough of my rant. I feel like right now recording is my priority. I'm not looking to streaming's not a priority. Multiplay is becoming a priority because, like I said, I want you guys to be part of the channel. I feel like right now, though, with the way work is and with the way my life has been with work and with my family and just family needs and stuff, as far as I have to spend time with them and I have to put time into them, or we're going to have problems. That becomes the priority. So when I do have free time to quote unquote play, and I need to invest it into the channel, I have to record. That's my priority. Multiplayer is not a priority. So I know that makes some people sad, but I have to pick. And unfortunately, life is so busy right now that I'm kind of forced into a situation where I have to pick. And I've picked. You guys saw it at the beginning of the year. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be doing all these new games, and I'm going to be doing this, and I'm going to be doing that, and I haven't been able to do any of it because we've just been swamped. I've been to Florida. I've been to Nashville. I've been to Michigan. I've been all over the place in the last month and a half, and the work is now finally starting to slow down a bit. But I have 2 photo shoots tomorrow. I've got a photo shoot Thursday. I've got a consultation on Tuesday. I have all kinds of stuff going down, and it's great. We need it. My business really needs it because we're hurting, and it's winter, so things are slow. And like I told you, in the wintertime we get really slow. So I have to when I can get the work, I got to take it. There's no beating around the bush. We have to work. So, and then I also have like the wedding projects that I'm working on. I have these wedding videos that I finally got one of 3 big ones done. 3, 4. There's 4 of them that I have to finish, and I got the first one done this week. Each one takes about 2 weeks to get done. So I'm swamped again, So anyway, I was hoping to have time to play video games and start a bunch of new games and add a bunch of stuff to my channel, and I have not been able to do any of that. And I've even had to cut back some on how much I play games, and it makes me very sad. But like I said, my priorities right now, well, God, my wife, my kids, work, and then YouTube. And I love playing video games, so oftentimes I will put YouTube before all of those things, and I will put my video games before all of those things, and I have to really be careful because that's out of order. And when that happens, then I have an unhappy wife, and I have disobedient children, and that's not going on necessarily right now, but I could say my wife definitely is a lot happier when I spend more time cleaning the house and fixing things around the house and doing chores and stuff than when I'm up here playing YouTube games. So I have to put her first, and it's hard. I'm not a good person doing that anyway, which is, that definitely has always been a stress in our marriage because I am not a very, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say I'm not giving, but I was an only child. It's a struggle for me for sure. So let's see, we're going to grab this. So anyway, I have to be a better husband, and that means I have to spend more time with her and the kids, and I have to also get my work done so that I have happy customers. Anyway, enough of all that. But I just want to let you guys know why. Okay, so you're like, hey, where's Animal Farm? How come you haven't been doing Animal Farm? Where's, the videos for this? Where's the videos for that? How come you don't do enough World of Tanks? How come you're not? Where's American Truck Simulator? Where's Euro Truck Simulator? What's going on? Where's Spin Tires? That's what's going on. Been just crazy. And that life gets like that sometimes, and you just have to bear it, There's nothing I can do. I just have to kind of grin and bear it and try to do better. And all right, so here we have the steer. Like this tractor a lot. Haven't had it since really our first season. I almost always go for the New Holland, but this time, like I said, I want to do things a little bit differently. We're going to try to pick up some equipment that we haven't used. I'm driving on the wrong side of the road. Just realizing it, I'm like, wait a minute. Something's not right. Something's not right. Got a lot of stuff we're going to have to bring up to the farm. I got baler. Yeah, we're going to need another, I don't know. I want to make it so that we have tractors at both locations that can do what we need to do. This tractor's going to have a really hard time with the big baler. You see that little sign there that said farm? So I might have to buy one more bigger tractor here. Maybe we'll get the Lambo, because that's what we were originally doing in the Bjorn Home series, or JCB or something. But it's cool having 2 farms, but it means that you have to equip 2 farms, and that can get pretty pricey. Let's see, this will be our tractor barn over here. Can I fit in here? Ooh. Oh. Yay. Actually, though, I don't want to do that. We'll put the old tractor in there. This guy will go in here because we're going to put some of our pieces parts here. We'll drop this right there. Nope. Right there. And then we'll put the weight. Drop it. Drop it. Bad dog. Whoops. What did I pick up? Nope. Okay. And we'll go back down and get the shovel. And I think that'll be good for now. Maybe what we'll do is, because we had that little JCB and we've saved some money on different stuff, we'll buy another. Like I said, maybe the Lamborghini should be plenty of horsepower to do what I need to do. The big baler. We're going to do silage through grass, through that forage harvester, so that'll make that part a little bit easier. And then we'll do hay bales and all that good stuff. So we still need we're going to need a tedder. We're going to need a windrower, because we're going to have to make hay. One field will be for silage and the other field will be for hay. So I guess I do need mowers. Unfortunately, I was thinking I didn't need it, but I'm going to need mowers. Which is another reason why we need a bigger tractor. So, yar. This is all going to add up pretty quick. I'm going to have to... I need to max out the loan because I didn't do that yet. So we'll do that now. Grab this. So we're going to go to the bank, which is insert. Where's my insert key? There it is. Boop. And we're going to borrow the rest of the loan. And now we're going to pick up our baling equipment. So we need this. Oh god, those are expensive. We're going to need a mower. This could do it too. Save $20,000 and do the case. We never do the case either. I don't like the turn radius on the case though. I think we'll go with the Lambo. Man, look at that. See, the money's like dripping, gone. Okay. Did I buy I don't think I bought a fertilizer yet. there's the mower set, and we need to get. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to take out more money. Which I figured it would be more. Shows you how much equipment we had at that other farm, like the value. Big baler. Okay, and we need to get the big bale picker-upper. Yep. And we're dwindling here. We need to have a windrower. And we need a tedder. Get the bigger tedder, right? Yeah, we'll get the big one. Okay. For now, we're going to have to... Oh, we did get a sprayer, didn't we? I thought I bought all that stuff. Hang on, let's run back to the other farm. I'm getting confused now. $232,000. Cheap, right? Yeah, we got some stuff here. We got the wagons. No, I didn't. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull these wagons out of the way. Wait a minute. Did I buy 3 of these? Whoops. Well, that's one area where we bought more than what we had before. So maybe what we'll do is we'll buy... Well, we'll see. It's going to be hard to make money, man. I'm telling you right now. I've done the soil mod. Now we have big crops to pick up here, but it's... By the time you do all the work and stuff, and you got to really kind of do it manually. I guess we could... Because these fields are all not straight fields, so they're all crooked and circly and stuff. All right, oops. So I hope you guys are enjoying this. I know we do a lot of farm setups on my channel, which I apologize for, but it's what we do, you know. New maps come out. I'm always wanting to try new stuff out, and new DLCs come out, and so it's like we want to make it... I want to make it so that it's fun and has new stuff coming out and new farms, and so we end up doing a lot of setup. So there's these. I guess we could keep an extra one just in case we need to, like a shunter that we can move back and forth. Maybe I grabbed it. Yeah, see, I don't see the other one here, so I must have grabbed the one that I already owned. So that's okay. It's good news, right? I didn't overdo it. Oh my. All right. So there's this. I'm going to park this guy back up front, so in case let's see, we have other stuff that we need to buy, but where should I keep I guess the fertilizers will go here at the main farm, so let's go ahead and grab those. Well, I don't know what to do. There's so much to do. Okay, so we have 4 things that we have to bring up. This guy should be able to pull this trailer. Though 75 horsepower probably is the absolute minimum horsepower requirement for that trailer. Yeah, he's doing all right. He's not being pushed around either, so it's good. It's heavy enough to maintain it. So we're going to use... I love these old tractors. I wanted to use at least one, you know. Now, on the other farm that we're going to do, which is going to replace our Bjornholm map, we're going to do a lot of these tractors. We're going to have a lot of old equipment and make it like an antique farm. But I wanted to have at least one old open, you know, most... I got to tell you, I was driving... I went to a consultation for a wedding last week in Akron, and on my way over, I'd take Copley Road all the way through Sharon Center and the kind of farm country out there, small farms. And I drove by one farm, and there was a John Deere open tractor like this, probably like a 75 horsepower tractor with a huge manure trailer, loading up manure. And then further down the road, there was a barn that was open, and one tractor out that they were cultivating with. I know it's winter, but they're starting to cultivate already, so... there was a Case Farmall from International Harvester, and then they also had a what was the other tractor? There was a white brand tractor, like white brand tractor coming out of the barn, and you know what I'm saying? And they were all old, like this era, like 50s, 60s tractors that were still in operation, and they're still, you know, that's all they had. They didn't have any big tractors there, and they also have a little, like, kind of like the Far Harvester, the M66. like that size harvester, but it had a cab. It was an Alice Chalmers or Allison. I think it's Allison Chalmers harvester. So they still use all this old equipment. I mean, they have those silage cutters that I've showed you before, where it pulls along with the tractor and cuts to the side and makes forage harvesting. So a lot of farms still use old tractors like this. So I wanted to have one of these. We have some Dutz action going on here, so I'd like to have another Dutz tractor mixed in. I thought this would be cool for our little 75 horsepower tractor. Yeah, this thing's definitely having a hard time though. This trailer's pretty big. So he may run over to the other farm. I'm not sure. We can use him to pull the trailer around when we need it. So where are we going to pull this? I think we'll park these. I got all these barns. I think we'll move this to the... Oh, yeah, see right there? It pulled the tractor straight when I went around the corner there. So we'll back this down the alleyway here. And yeah, right here. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh. Little stiff neck there. Oh, we're going to need washers for sure at each farm. This will be our storage barn. We'll start things in here. Welcome to my farm. Here in the Scottish Highland. Alright, so we're going to... I'm here to see the tapestries. Name that movie. Come on, I know you guys know that one. Somebody's going to know that right away. Oh, look at this. This tractor's a little unrealistic speed there for... I'm sure it could go that fast, but I don't think you'd be driving it that fast. I don't like that airplane either. That old... Like, come on, really? Those never fly around. So he can be in here. This could be his little spot. This guy is going to take up... So we got all the stuff. And unfortunately, this stuff we have to do all by hand. So I think we'll let the... We'll come back with the Lambo for that. These two things he can bring up. This is going to be kind of heavy, though, too. This windrower is pretty big. Yeah, it's been a while since I've used the steer, so... I have to kind of remember what the limits are. I know it's 110 horsepower, which is, you know, pretty decent. I love buying stuff. This is the fun part of the game. Actually, the whole thing is fun. I actually like, you know, farming. Just so a lot of times I'll watch TV or whatever, listen to Bible study, and like I told you before, that's the thing that I find relaxing about the game. We just kind of mindlessly plant and harvest. Losing speed going up these hills. This map does have some pretty steep hills on it. And there's also a lot of really tight corners. A lot of people don't like that. And I understand. I get it. I'm wondering if it almost would be better to use this farm for mowing and the other farm for baling. Now that I've moved all this stuff here. Or vice versa. I wonder if I should... Nah, probably not. Because once we have hay, it's easy to get silage. Because silage is just every day we'll get the grass and we can use it. Because I think the grass, even on with the soil mod, I think the grass just grows every night. I don't know if you have to fertilize and mow the grass. I don't think you do. But maybe you do. I'll have to look that up. That intrigues me. Here comes Lely. What's the matter, Lel? What? What, honey? Are they having fun, though? Does that mean Mommy's in a happy mood? What? So these are the things that the Lamborghini is going to be running. We can use these tractors to ferry them around, but this tractor actually probably we can park next door because across the street is where this one is going to be coming into play. We have over here our cow farm. Cows and pigs are over here. You can hear the mooing and they're not even there. Yeah, this map doesn't have any barking dogs, yeah. Either does Belgique Profonde. Very. So we have here, let's see, they got this marked too. I kind of like that. They want you to put wood chips in there. Okay. Here is our silage bins. Actually, our forager could go over here. It doesn't matter, I guess. Well, maybe we'll move them over after we're done with the next round. So silage, and there's really nowhere to put hay inside, but we could just park our hay and straw back here, you know. I mean, they could, oh, you know what, they could go in these barns. That's what these are for. So we can put these are pretty tall too, so we should be able to get the 16 baler in here, I think. Maybe not. We'll check it out when you do it. Otherwise, we'll just put them outside, but
It's a 16 baler.
it's the pickup, the bale pickup. Come on, Seth.
I don't remember a 16.
That one's split and that one's not.
I don't remember a 16.
You don't. You don't. You don't. Oh, and so we still have to buy all the feeding stuff. Oh, I just crashed. Oh, I crashed. I crashed. Me. No, we're gonna put the bucket here. I'll go back across and get the other stuff. I told you it was going to be a lot of running around. Probably the first episode or two is going to be mostly just us setting the farm up. I apologize if you're bored. Skip to episode 3 or 4. But the first couple episodes is going to be getting everything in place and ready to play. But to me, that's kind of the fun of the farm, is getting set up for farming. Because in real life, you know, they move stuff around and they decide what's going to go where. And, you know... Yeah, I think we'll keep this guy over at the other place because that's really, when I need it, it's going to be right there. I like this farm a little bit better than the Messageous too because it seems like the places where you can store bale. Though it looks like there's bale storage over here too, but I'm not going to do it over here. It seems like your storage works on that side too, so it's all together instead of being in two different places. I don't know if you remember Messageous, the hay storage and then the actual silage pen were like in two totally different locations, and it was pretty aggravating. We need a trailer for Wassa. Wassa, what we drink. You drink Wassa. I drink Wassa. You are made of Wassa. Jellyfish are 99% water? Should we go jellyfishing? So let's bring up these items. Bring up these items. Big baler. It's like a big garage, big farm garage. Hey, you get off my farm. Whoops. So you can see even here, we're going uphill. This tractor with 200 horsepower, that's a heavy baler, man. The big baler. It has lower horsepower requirements, but in real life, you have to have a pretty big noggin to grab it. Oh, you know what we can do? We can mow both of these for chaff. Wait, or we can mow them both for hay, and then we can eat the straw that we have, because there's a field up here that is a straw field. We can use the chaff from that field and maybe some of the other fields for our silage. So we'll do that first, and then the rest of the stuff we can either sell or, well, we'll have to bale some straw too. So, but we'll mix it up. The other thing I like about this map is that we no longer own all of the fields, so we're gonna have to work our way up in the world, and that gives us some goals to work towards. I know we already pretty much have all the equipment, but the whole goal of the farm is to make a successful animal farm, so I'm not as gung-ho on trying to start from scratch, because like I said, we've already started from scratch at Macedois, and we'll just pretend like we sold the farm and found a farm that was for sale here and bought one, because let's just say the Russian government's getting a little too aggressive again, and we felt like it was the time to get out of there before communism comes back. Unless you love communism, I'm sorry. I don't want it. You can keep it. Strangely, it seems like our country, many people want it, and they haven't lived through it, so. What do we need? So we still need to get our... Yeah, well, they will. Hopefully they won't ever, but... Yeah, this tractor is really fast. It's almost JCB speed fast, so you gotta be careful. But I like that because you can get places fast. Compressed speed. I think in real life, I don't know that you would ever drive a tractor at 30 or 40 miles an hour. I guess like this. I mean, it's really. I'm having a hard time. I have a hard time steering it when we do that. On a straightaway, it's not bad, but I guess you just have to really be careful because tractors are also kind of tippy, and I've seen people tip them over before and get killed. So. You always want to be real careful going around the corners. Just because it can go that fast doesn't mean that it necessarily should. Alright, so last two items, I think. Well, we're still going to need to get the cow stuff. The feeding utensils. Sorry, I'm making myself laugh. And it's not that funny. What? No, I'm not actually. I'm doing pretty good. I took a nap this afternoon, so I could go for hours. But my wife wants to watch the last two episodes of Downton Abbey at 10 o'clock, so the fun is over. Not over, but... Yeah, this will make a good mowing platform. This tractor has enough power to power these pretty easily, though the JCB is has a little bit more. But we still need to bring up our cow stuff. And I think I'm going to park that over with the... See that? I bonked the walls. There's a lot of walls and bushes and stuff around here you got to be careful of. It's very tight quarters. But like I said, this is the first time we've really used this tractor or the big Dutes. So I'm excited about having these as part of our farm. The excitement never ends. The never-ending excitement. This is going to go back with our baling stuff. our Atsu. See how that's down the back of that tractor? Heavy mowers. These are the big mowers. I got the big ones this time. Usually I buy the smaller Kuhn ones, but what the hey? Let's get some big mowers. And last but not least, let's go get our... Well, let's see. So we're going to go to the store again, and we're going to buy... We need... I think... Gosh, I mean... Did we not get the sewing machine? I don't think we even got our sewer yet. I mean... Whew, we still have a lot more to buy. Because I was ordering all that stuff, and it didn't go through because we were full up. So we still have to get the fertilizer... Oh my gosh. But those we're going to put over the other farm, so that'll be easy. But for this farm, we need to get the feeding technology, and I'm going to have to give myself more money. This is stuff that we had at the other farm that I just don't have now. So we need this. And if we have enough, we need that. Yep, and we're out of money. But we can spend some time driving, so let's do it. So anyway, I love all my viewers. I'm sorry, guys. I know I wanted to make it like a multiplayer experience. And eventually it might still become that, but we might just wait till the 2017. Maybe they'll iron out some of the bugs that they're having right now with this version anyway. And when 2017 comes out, it'll be a fresh copy, and we won't have to worry about like mods and stuff for a little while, like a day. I'm interested to see, like I said, where they go with it. Will all the DLCs be included? Like, are you going to get, Back to Homer and the JCB stuff? Is that all going to be included in the new game? Or are we going to have to buy it separately again? Like, what's the... I don't think... It doesn't seem like they do that. It seems like they usually include everything. So, like, if you bought, the old Farm Sim, you had to buy, like, the Titanium Edition to get certain harvesters, and you had to... And then with the next version, it just already had it in there. It already had Westbridge. It already had, like, all the tractors that were DLCs, or some of them, like about half of them. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm interested to see what happens. But maybe at that point then, I don't know. We'll have to see. My finances will be better, for sure. So that takes pressure off. Whenever your finances are tight, it makes it... Just in life, I have a harder time functioning because I'm constantly worried and constantly trying to make things happen that aren't happening. And in the end, it doesn't work anyway. It just makes me stressed out. But you have to try, I've got 2 clients right now that I can't believe, it's like I did a really good job for them. They loved the product, and then they're not paying. And the one lady was like, well, I sent a check, and I had to cancel it because I didn't, and you guys never cashed it. And I'm like, okay, well, send another one. And she's like, okay, no problem. And so she supposedly sent it, and we never got it. And so I emailed her back and was like, well, hey, listen, I just want to make sure you had the right address, and, I'd be glad to come pick it up. I've never heard from her again, and I'm like, man, she owes me almost $500, and I'm like, I'm panicking. I'm like, I have to get my money. I mean, we need that money. It's groceries. It's, my car bill is $500. I'm like, I can't pay my car bill. So, it's like those kind of things, like, what do? You can't keep pestering them, I guess, but eventually you have to. And I just, you don't want to lose a customer or get a bad rep, but it's that kind of stuff is the kind of things that'll make you go out of business, like just the stresses of the situation, And I got a second customer too, like no response. I emailed them, no response. Did a lot of work for them, spent like 4 or 5 hours at their property, and then another, good 4 or 5 hours editing for them, and they've got my photos on their website. They're real happy with them, and then I send the bill and never hear another word, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, here we go again. So hopefully they'll pay, but it's just kind of, I don't know. They have the money. There's no way they don't. These people are like, they're I don't want to say they are rich. They're high society people. They're not, but you never know. You know how those things go. All right, I'm going to finish doing this. Obviously, we've done like 8 trips to the shop and back. I'll pick up once I'm done.